Hello and welcome to a series of episodes for the 7 Days to Die series at the Horde Night being 7 days and the Blood Moon Night, whichever you want to call it, and the same for the respawn on items. And we're on the warrior setting, so it's a little bit harder than normal. Not too hard, but at least keeps it interesting. We're going to go into the opening part of the game and not do the entry quests. We're going to find a location that's going to be where we want to be first, over and above doing the entry quests, only because I've now been unfortunately dumped in a few places where I don't want to be after I've done the opening quest, so I'm sort of sick and tired of doing that. This looks a lot better because we're actually close to a place where we are. The snow biome's over there. Here we are. This is the cafe. So Dell's cafe is right here. That's good. I like that. This one's quite good because it's got quite a number of rooms, along with a big area where you can have a bit of a death room, like a bit of a passageway to kill the horde as it comes in. So I'm pretty happy with this. I think we'll stay here. So let's do the opening quests. Hopefully we won't have too many interruptions. We've got a couple of guys walking down here. So opening quests, up the top right corner there. It wants us to make a bedroll. So let's do that. Knock out a few weeds. And then knock out this bedroll and put it down. Craft it and place it on 10. We're also going to take all this stuff out in here. Now in this particular house, even though it's diner is a very good location, it's got a dog in there. This is always fun to try and get rid of straight away. Alright, so left click, turn it around, right click to put it down, and of course F to pick it back up again if you didn't like where you put it or you want to carry it with you. So when a pending death happens, you can pop it down real quick so that if you die, you can come back to where you were. In this case, because we haven't gotten inside just yet, we're just going to put it outside of the place. So, by the way, if you can't place it, usually it's because it's too close to the wall, or it's on an undulated surface, or it's near a place marker where another person's used. In this case, we're only running a single player game, so we're not going to be interrupted by other people playing. So we won't have a place marker problem. Right, so the next one we need to do is going to be a stone axe. You can see all these pictures of bricks and hammers everywhere. That just means that's where you're going to find all the gear that you need to do what the quest is asking you to do as an opener quest. It doesn't run all the time. It's only going to be just for the opener quest. So I'm going to punch a few more of these things too, because we need to make clothes after this, which is part of the quest as well. Let's have a look. What do we need to do next? We need some more small stones, so let's go back this way. I think there was more over here. There's one. Let's make ourselves an axe. That's a tab menu, by the way. So hit tab and you'll bring that menu up. That there. Top of this area is obviously the crafting area in here. That's the person. So it can be a picture of who you are. This is the map where we are located. We can cycle out and into that one, and of course this is all your points that you spend once you become of a level to do so. So enough about that. Let's do the next thing, and that's to craft the pants and the shirt. Crafting both of those. Beautiful. We'll wear it. There's two ways of doing it. Either press W to wear it, or click on there, or you can literally just drag it over to the person and just pop it on their chest, and it'll come up on there. It's not actually armor, it's just to stop the breeze, pretty much. Now, one of the more important ones is to get the club. Now, the club wants wood. You'll see there's a lot of things there. That's all just these dry weeds on the ground. I would promote to use the axe on a tree, because you're going to need a lot of wood as opposed to what the opening quest is asking you to do, because the wood and the stones that you get are going to give you the option to be able to repair your stuff when they break. And there's a little line underneath the actual axe, as you can see, the only thing in my inventory there, that dissipates over time. So it has its wear out time. The other thing also is that if you hit a tree, you can get down to, I don't know, 12. As you can see, I've got 46 planks down the bottom right corner there at 64 XP. You get a special bonus by knocking the tree down. So we just got 24 out of just hitting it once. We've got a pine cone to replant it. We also got an extra 35 XP points to go towards leveling up. So always a good idea to finish cutting down the tree for the sake of that little bonus that's there. I'm not sure if it stays there. I don't think it's worth really testing that. Just remember that you need a lot of wood in the game very early. So at this point we need to make our club. Club's pretty important. We need to use that to be able to kill off the zombies. It actually hits them a lot harder than the actual axe does. Well, actually, I shouldn't go out on a limb and say a lot. It's going to put more damage towards whatever you're attacking. The next thing we need to do is the bow and arrow, or arrows. Now, I would imagine, well, I know for a fact that the more arrows, the better. So we're going to need to get quite a number of feathers to make more than one arrow. So hopefully we'll find some more feathers everywhere. There's not very many around here, which is basically just nests on the ground. And I'm not really looking that hard because I know that I'm going to get this symbol up, which is going to give me that one. So I'll have a look at what we got in this one. Well, we got 4 arrows out of that, so that's not too bad. We'll continue to have a look around a bit more because we're going to need it for what we're looking at doing with this other house, because there is a dog in there, and we will be trying to shoot that from a distance because they're very difficult to kill. Not only are they fast, but they also are a smaller hitbox, so they're not as easy to hit. The other beautiful part about this place also is that it's easy to identify with that big red and white chimney on the top of it, which is great. So it makes it a bit easier to see when you're coming back on the map to find your way home. And that's why I appreciate it. I've always wanted to build in this place. I never did, never ended up trying to build in it. I love the fact that the thing's got mostly all concrete around it, which is great. I don't think the back does. Oh, it does. So you see concrete's 5,000 and then cobble's a lot less than that. So this sort of gives us a bit of a heads up. Sorry, a leg up in the fact that it's got a pretty good surroundings already there. So there'll be a minor amount of upgrades that we need to do to go through the first lot of hordes that we'll have come in. First 3 or 4 of them will be probably okay with just the default setup of 5,000 all the way around, which is nice. We just need to do the windows in because they'll pop through the windows if we don't do that, or over the car as well. So here we are. We're going to kill this guy because he's just going to be a menace. We'll call him Dennis. So keeping our stamina up is the key. This guy's going to take a couple of hits because this is not really a very good weapon as far as melee goes. The very first one. As you can see in the bottom right corner, I got 400 XP for killing him. That's also a good way to tell that you've actually killed them, because you play the game, you knock them over, you think they're dead, they'll get back up again if you don't have that XP points come up on the right side. So what we're going to do now is, oh goodness, that's a great start. So we've got ourselves a shovel as well, so we can dig some holes. Let's go have a look what's in the green car. Because the car's complete, or semi-complete, there's loot inside of it. Oh, wheels great. The wheels are never around when you need them. If they're a shell of a car, like those ones over there, they're not going to have the ability to loot straight away. You have to take them apart. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up here and we're going to get rid of this. They're not very strong, these things. These doors are, and they're a pain. So we're going to break through this. Give ourselves a little bit of time because we're going to need to get our stamina up. Get back up to 100. Going to go in here. Going to see the crawl on the ground. Usually we'll see the dog straight afterwards. Here he comes. And we go, oh, there's another crawler there. That's not supposed to be there. We'll have more of a run around. Hopefully we won't get disease in the meantime. We'll get up on here. We'll change the bow, which we haven't put on our taskbar. Where's the bow gone? Did I make the bow? I haven't made the bow. Okay, that's probably why I don't have a bow. Make a bow, and we'll craft stone arrows. We'll make quite a number of those. No, we can't because we don't have enough. Again, as I mentioned, not enough stone. Stone is really easy to get. It's just basically on the ground everywhere. And I, unfortunately, being complacent, I didn't actually do it. And that's broken as well, I think. But I can't. Oh, hello. We found a mound next to us to be able to get up on it. That's not always good. A couple more hits. No. Okay, he's got me. Now, the reason why he got up there is because there's a mound right next to it, and he's ran around the other side. He's a smart doggy, that one. Well, that's all right. As I said, it's not the end all the be all. I have got a bed down there, just next to the place. Hopefully, while this entry bit doesn't take up too much of our time. I find that's what usually gets me most of the time. Waiting for that entry bit to stop, to finish. Oh, didn't pick up my bag, I checked the dumpster. There we go. Any stones in that dumpster? It'd be nice. No, there wasn't. So, we're going to need to change our tactic here. I'm going to take all these things out of my... Actually, I'll keep that one on there. And I'm going to... got to kill this guy. He's going to jump up here. So I'm going to get down because it's a pain in the ass when they jump around this place to try and get their head in the right place to belt them up. This guy's actually quite hard. And I think he might get me. Oh, he gave me an abrasion, the bastard. Alright, he's down. These guys are actually quite easy, but they're a pain because you don't know they're coming. They don't make as much noise, I find. So they're basically a 2-hit on even just I think a level 1 bat, as you can see. So we're going to leave this out for now. We're going to get ourselves enough stones before we go further with the dog, wherever the dog's gotten to. He's probably out here somewhere. I don't think he would have reset inside, but let's not take that as chance. I reckon he is. We need to pick up a stone to fix this one in order to use it on getting more stones. And this is exactly what I was talking about before. You want to make sure that you get more than what they want you to do to open the quests, because you'll get stuck like this and you have to walk around forever looking for tiny stones you can't see. And just to repair something you can get hundreds of stones with. So I've already done a bad thing already. And we're infected, so we're probably going to end up suiciding to a couple of zombies inside in a minute. Purely only because with this game, if you're under the age of, I think it's 6, it may be 10, we may need to check that just for the sake of the stream, that you don't get a buffer of XP range. And what I mean by that is that when you get to a point, when you get to the point of overdose, you'll end up with the XP bar turning to red about halfway up. And what happens there is that if you don't, you will not level up or get extra XP. That was a pretty good shot. That's very, very rare. We had to kill him with one shot. You won't get any XP until that red light has dissipated. So as you can see down the very bottom where the tools are, it is a purple line there, which is the XP bar. Just like in most of the games where once you finish that whole bar fills up, you get to level 2 and whatnot up from that. However, once you get past level 6 and level 10 or something, one of those two, I haven't done it very often, so once you get past there and you die to a zombie, you have a red line and you have to kill so many zombies to get rid of the red line to bring back where you were with the purple line. So while you're this early in the game, dying is not a big issue, mainly because A, you don't have any armor, and B, you're still finding your feet. It's not a big issue. This guy's still on the floor. Oh, and that's the dog. And he's coming my way. Now hopefully I can make some more arrows. Where are you? Because what we want to do is we want to be able to shoot that dog. I think he's gone around the other way again. We'll see. Oh, I don't want planks. I want my bow. I'll load her up. Have a look around real carefully. See if we can get this dog. The dog's the only thing that stands in the way of being able to get this place. Oh, typical. I don't know whether you can actually stop the bow. I think he's actually attacking an undead, believe it or not. Oh, bag, nice. Recon, could use that. Now he's actually attacking a zombie, believe it or not, because they don't like each other. Well, dogs don't like zombies anyway, even if they're zombie dogs. It's a bit of a weird mechanic. So we're going to go in here and probably die because we've got an infection anyway. Let's see how many hits we can put into this dog. You know what would be good? Fit a gap on there. If I had the energy. Don't have the energy? Don't know where he is. So there he is. Well, that's the difference between not having stamina and having stamina. But we'll persevere. Now, we'll also mention the game is a little buggy as far as the menus go as well. Every now and then when you hit tab to get the menu up, it will take a while to come up. I don't know why that is. It's always been that way. Most of the time it's pretty good. Every now and then it will just sit there going, it'll do the zip noise and nothing will happen. And then all of a sudden your inventory comes up. It's a bit of an annoyance, especially when you need it. Yeah, it doesn't look like, oh, you can. No chance against this thing here, especially two of them, but it's worth it in the end. Yeah, I'm gonna probably die, but I need to get that bloody bag back. I'm gonna go back out again. Hopefully the dog's following us. No, he's not. That's annoying. We'll let our stamina come up. You can't get them caught behind rails and stuff like that as well. Maybe I should probably do that. I think there's also a bit of a thing in the engine now where it understands if the person's not standing on the ground, the dog goes and resets. Not sure how I missed that. Nope. Come on, say Poochie. Oh, he didn't give me a disease. I was thinking that, that's it. I've got a disease for sure. How many more arrows have I got left? 7. That's a smart doggy. Now I've got 5 because I shot those 2 into the ground. Oh, goodness sake. How hard is this going to kill? Oh, goodness sake. Oh, my goodness. Probably should be able to get him with the club now, I think. Finally. I've got a broken arm, but that's alright, I got rid of the damn dog. Let's just wait for that. I'm not going to repair myself at this stage. I know it's very low, but we'll get rid of this dude. You're out the way. Yep, got a crawler. Come on, get your shit together. Don't want to hit him in the back. I have to wait till I get to 27 before I can hit him. It's pretty annoying. Alright, let's go inside. That should have been the crawler that was inside, I think. Was. And we've got 2 more people in that room there. So we're at this point now where we can go grab our sleeping bag, I think. We'll go put that inside. And where are you? That's on the taskbar. We'll pop it, I reckon around about in the corner there. That looks pretty neat and tidy. We'll grab that chicken while we're here too. That's going to be some good eating. Actually, having said that, we need some bones, so I'm going to go get that dog. Even though the flesh is going to be off, he's still there. We'll get bones from it, which will go towards making a bone knife. And that will give us the ability to get more meat from all the carcasses when we need to cook. And cooking is a big thing in this game. So, go out here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I should be able to put a hatch door in front of that. So we'll go and make a hatch. Craft one of those. And we'll stick that right where that door was so we don't have people wandering in. Now, the hinges are at the back, as you can see, those quarter size, what looks like a 90-degree lumps there in the background. That means it's going to hinge in that direction, so it's going to go up way. We're going to right click and upgrade everything, so right click to upgrade. So because we haven't finished our entry quest, it's probably a bit confusing. That's all right, we'll leave that closed so they can't get through. And we'll do what we said we were supposed to do. We'll knock out the last part of this quest. So let's make a frame. We'll get rid of the hatch. Make a frame. And we need to place it, and we also need to upgrade it. So what we'll do is... Oh, gee whiz, I don't know. I might even just put it outside somewhere. Don't really need it in my house at this stage. So left click is to turn it around, and of course being four-sided you're not going to notice. Right click is to place it, and to press R will give you the options of different shapes in the shape menu. Many different shapes. Very confusing to a lot of people on how that works. But that's pretty much the simplistic part of the building mechanism in this game. We'll pop that down. It also wants us to upgrade it, so we're going to right click and upgrade. Take it to wood, and then we need to make ourselves a fire. Now, because we need to make a fire, we'll put that inside. Somewhere so we can start cooking stuff straight away. So I think we've got enough stuff to do it. Let's go do that now. And we'll close the door. We'll pop the fire here. There is a kitchen in this place, but we haven't cleaned it all out yet, so we'll make more than one campfire. We'll put a fire in the kitchen later on to make it look a little bit more homely, instead of just having stuff everywhere. Alright, so we'll place the fireplace on top of there. Alright, now it's going to tell us where the actual trader is. Good job, Survivor. You've found very good potential. You could go find the White River Outpost. So we'll do that in the next stream. And we'll call it for now for this one. And we'll go from here to our second installment and work on the last part of the questing, which will be the journey of the settlement. And we'll clear this room out, ready for any kind of intruders, or at least a safe haven to start being protected away from the environment. Other than that, thanks for coming along. Your support is greatly appreciated. Put some comments down below if you think I've missed a few things, which I'm sure I have, or if you think you can help me out a little bit more about what I'm doing in the game. Be greatly appreciated. I'm certainly open-minded. Thanks for coming along, and we'll see you in the next episode.